to go for the run. It's the fire. It's the fire.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
All right, we're here in Alexandria, Louisiana for PFC 40 question and answer session. I'm Luis Andrade. This is PFC President Jonny Ross. And Jonny, you put together a crazy card tonight, man. I'm very excited to get in and talk to these fighters and kind of see what we have to look forward to tomorrow night. What are your thoughts on this card? I'll turn the mic on.
Man, the hybrid cards are awesome. That's what I like about it. Doing the hybrids, you can't beat the hybrids, man. You know, bare knuckle, 4-ounce Muay Thai, MMA, and same night. It's just, you can't beat it.
Yeah, the pace of it's amazing, man. I can't wait to get into it. So without further ado, let's hop into our first fight of the night. We got Colby Humble and Glenn Norman Jr. So fellas, if you could come up here, we'll chat it up with you guys right now. I'm excited for this fight, Jonny. This is going to be a good one. Colby Humble always shows up, and man, he's coming in on this fight. For those who don't know, he's coming up like a weight class or two, maybe, on a couple days' notice. So shout out to Colby. I don't think that Mr. Norman's here right now, so we'll come back to him in a minute. How you doing, Mr. Humble?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, we're good. We're looking forward to seeing you fight again. How do you feel coming in? Super heavy on this. What are you normally, like a 55er? And you're coming up fighting higher weight. It's crazy, bro. And on short notice, like, what's your mind state like coming into this fight?
Don't really have much behind it. It's pretty simple, man. I don't really care who they put in front of me. I'm gonna knock him down. Simple as that. I don't care if he's 20, 30, 40 pounds heavier. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at this point.
What do you think? He's not here right now, so how do you feel about him not showing up to the Q&A to like do this whole thing?
It is what it is, man.
Yeah. What you got, John?
Man, I appreciate you taking this fight on short notice, I guess, and up a million weight classes. You haven't found success yet. What, you think it's coming this time?
I do. I really do, man. Y'all don't give me easy fights. Sorry.
It's kind of the problem here. We don't do that.
Hey, that's what peak fighting is known for. You come into your amateur career, you do things like this and take these fights on these harder fights at heavier weights. It turns you into a badass pro. We've seen it multiple times. So shout out to all you Ammies that are doing that, man. We look forward to seeing this fight tomorrow. Do you have anything you'd like to say to the fans or anybody, anything like that before your fight?
Tune in. I want to, honestly, got a new little striking coach, and everybody knows what I like to do. So I'm ready to see where I'm at right now.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you. It's Colby Humble. You guys be sure to check his fight out tomorrow. Yeah. Check his fight out tomorrow on YouTube. The early prelims are streaming on youtube.com/peakfighting. You don't want to miss that. Second fight of the night. Let me pull out who we got up next. Nobody want to tell me?
Let's go.
Let's go. Second fight of the night. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Benafunde and Graves. Let's get it, boys. Thank you, sir. MVP, Matt Woods.
Matt Woods.
What's up, Billy?
What's up, bro?
Billy's changed his name. He's Billy the Preacher Digging Graves now. How did that come about?
I guess the last fight, because I'll be digging those graves.
What a crazy video. If you haven't seen it, check it out on our YouTube channel. Billy Graves got a leg kick stoppage in his last fight.
Yeah,
so it's crazy. I mean, you don't see that a lot in MMA. He's coming back with leg kick stoppage. It's a crazy fight. He's been on a killing streak here lately. I mean, I'm very excited to see this fight. What can we see differently out of you this time around?
You're going to see the best form of striking and so technical that I've ever done. This one's going to be a massacre. If he ain't showed up to be a dog, my dog's going to eat your dog up. Square business. I'm ready for this one.
What about the weight difference, Billy?
It really don't matter, dog. I've done fought at 185. I've done fought at 175, 170. I think 170, since this is my last amateur fight before I go pro. This one was the hardest weight cut, but it just showed me where I am, and 170 is a perfect weight for me.
So we can see a pro. We're gonna see a pro Billy Graves soon at 170. That's what
Tonight.
Tonight.
Without a doubt.
Let's go.
What is your prediction, Billy?
My prediction? Knockout, dog. First round.
You think?
That's what I'm going for, first round, and this is going to give it to itself. You know what I'm saying? If not, then breakdown. That's the second option. I'm going to break them down. Leg kicks, elbows, knees. I get to do it all. I'm just now putting everything together, so this is going to be a fun, packed fight for me.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's just going to be a fun night for you or your opponent, too?
Oh, it's going to be the worst night of his life.
Oh, okay, okay, all right.
If he don't show up to fight, worst night of his life or anybody's life that's in the ring with me.
Understandable. All right, Billy. Any last words for Billy Digging Graves?
I mean, y'all want to tune in, y'all show up. It's going to be, I'm going performance of the night, knockout of the night. So let's see. Let's see if he's going to find it.
You heard it here first. He said he's coming for performance of the night and knockout of the night. We got Billy Digging Graves. Thank you, sir. We look forward to seeing you once again.
Appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.
All right, up next, we got Stephanie Hernandez and Danya Cruz. 4-ounce Muay Thai fight, guys. First ever 4-ounce Muay Thai fight in Peak history. I mean, that's gotta, how do you feel about that, Johnny Ross? You always love doing these new things and being so, you know, you're doing so much new stuff all the time. How does it feel like to have your first female 4-ounce Muay Thai fight?
It's great. I mean, I hope they live up to the hype. So I think they will. So that's why we made the fight, obviously. But you know, I think it's a good fight. I think it'll be exciting.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you, ladies, for being up here with us. Hope you are all doing well and ready to fight tomorrow. Stephanie, how are you feeling coming into this? Is this you have any experience with Muay Thai, or is this your first rodeo?
No, I think my very first amateur fight, like 10 years ago, was Muay Thai. So it's been a while, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, and Danya, how are you feeling? I think this is your Muay Thai debut. You're typically a striker in the MMA cage, but you can take it to the ground as well. How do you feel only having to focus on the striking aspect?
I'm pretty good. I started with Muay Thai 12 years ago, so I'm pretty excited to finally show my striking skills and not worry about takedowns or anything else.
That's true, it's true. So what do you guys have to say to the fans? And Stephanie, we'll go with you first. How do you feel being like a part of the first female 4-ounce Muay Thai fight that we have here at Peak Fighting? I mean, and then apart from that, like, are you excited to be back, you know, doing only striking this time?
You know, I've never been touted as a striker. I've always been a grappler, so I just want to get better. So I'm happy to just take a striking fight, and it's up a weight class, so the weight cut was easy, only 10 pounds. So I just want to go out there, be better than I came in last time, and put on a show.
Danya, what's your prediction tomorrow?
Prediction, I'm not going to say too much, but I feel that this is going to be an exciting fight. We're both ready to bang, and we both will bring it tomorrow.
What about you, Stephanie? Can you give us a prediction?
I just want to start fast, finish fast, like put on a show. I don't care if it's a finish. I just want everyone to be like, that was the greatest fight of the night. So.
Nice, sounds good. Anyone have questions for these young ladies before we let them go? You guys are free.
Free to go. We look forward to seeing it. Congratulations on being the first female 4-ounce Muay Thai fight. We'd love to have it. Danya Cruz, Stephanie Hernandez. All right, let's see. I think up next we have Tashan.
No, Anthony Ryles versus Shane Armstrong.
Oh, sorry. They're right there. All right. What's up, fellas? We got Shane Armstrong and Anthony Ryles. Good to have you here with us, man. I believe this is your first time with us.
Yeah, it is.
How are you the most hated mobster? Tell me.
Nobody want to fight me, man. They always be trying to sit right here and avoid me and to be sad. You know, a lot of people be talking about they want to be the best fighters, but every time my name is put up, they look me up. They say yes, and then next thing you know, later on that day, it's a no. I don't know why, but hey, to me, I feel like they hate me and they don't want to sit right there and actually challenge themselves. Me, I'm trying to show that I'm the best, and I'm going to do that one way or another.
So what does it feel like to be fighting for a promotion like Peak Fighting? This is your first fight with us. Are you coming in here looking to make a name for yourself, looking to show everybody what you're made of? What's your emotions like right now?
That's a really good question. My emotions, they all over the place. I'm really bursting with excitement after seeing all my teammates from War Room come up here, especially on short notice, and really put up good fighting nights and good performances and everything. I want to go ahead and come up here and do the same thing and follow right behind them to show the type of work that my coach, the great Stephen Wright, be doing with us and having us up in there and getting us prepared for whatever is to come. As you can see, short notice, last minute, doesn't matter. We always ready.
That's facts, dude. I know for a lot of people out of that gym, stays ready. Shout out to you, man. He's having a hard time finding this fight. You had a fight with us before, but you're coming around to do some Muay Thai. How does that feel to be only focusing on the striking aspect of it?
Oh, well, I've always been way more of a striker than I am a grappler. I just like punching people and kicking them in the face. And I want to say thanks to this dude, because I had like 4 other dudes say no before this, too.
I know exactly how you feel, man.
It gets old. I'm just happy to be here, happy to fight.
Go
Sounds good. You know, our last show with 4-ounce Muay Thai, we had some killer fights. Do you think you guys think it'll be a high-paced fight like we've always seen out of the 4-ounce Muay Thai, or do you guys think you'll take like a slower pace and feel each other out? What do you guys think? What can the fans look to see tomorrow night?
Well, I'm always here to bang no matter what. I like to have fun. I want to see some blood. Whether it's mine or his, I don't care. I just want to put on a good show for everybody.
Likewise. There's no much need to really sit right here and talk about it. As soon as that bell ring and the ref says fight, it's up from there. So.
All right, and one more thing I got for you is just kind of want to know what you can, like he kind of went into it, but kind of describe your fighting style for the fans, that people that might not have seen your fights before. What does your fighting style look like? And then I'll ask you as well after.
I'm traditional Muay Thai all day. I'm a knock Muay. That's me in and out no matter what. I have a couple MMA fights, but my main background is Muay Thai. I've been in a lot of Muay Thai tournaments. 2-time national Muay Thai champ. Came up short on other ones, but I always made it to the finals and sat right here and put other people on notice about who I am. So, yeah, but overall it's Muay Thai.
What can the fans expect to see out of your fighting style?
Just a general striker. I'll clinch an elbow, I'll knee you, but I'll also kick you from across the cage too. It don't matter to me. I'm happy at any distance.
That's it for me. One more.
Oh, we got a question here from Chad.
Gentlemen, favorite techniques? Peyton Manning used to brag about he's going to tell you the play and then be able to run it anyway because it's all about the execution. So you guys want to comment on your favorite techniques?
I'm a clinch master. As soon as I lock you in the clinch, it's over with. You're going to have a hell of a time trying to sit right here and escape. I feel that's my main factor, most definitely.
I like throwing spinning shit.
The cards are all out there. There's no secrets here, boys. These guys are coming to fight tomorrow. We got Shane Armstrong, Anthony Ryles. It's going down tomorrow night. Check this fight out on the Peak Fighting app. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.
Most definitely, no problem.
Sure. Thank you, guys.
All right, now we're going into Tashan Moodley and Caleb Ebel. Let's go. These guys are fighting at a catchweight mixed martial arts. Whichever one you want. See how it is.
Yeah, I kind of thought about it afterwards. I don't even like it, bro.
I don't.
You know,
I don't like anyone.
All right, guys.
Feel better.
Thank you guys for being here. I know it's been a rough day with the weight cut, but we're here now. We're ready to fight tomorrow. Tashan, thank you for being here. We're excited to have you on the team, man. What does it feel like coming to Peak Fighting? How's your experience been so far?
It feels great. The training was great, amazing. Hard rounds with my guys at Global Fitness. I appreciate you guys. I feel like they got me ready for this. I'm fight ready, and yeah, the weight cut was pretty easy.
Caleb, man, short notice. You're a dog. You're always down to fight. You're showing that again. Once again, taking a short notice fight. What are you feeling like?
Oh man, this is just what we do. This is what I love to do. I love to fight, and that's what I told my coach whenever y'all gave me the opportunity on short notice. I was like, Coach, I love to fight. Let's go fight, baby. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's 1 day, 2 days, 6 days. I'm training all the time. I'm scrapping all the time. You know, so stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's real, man. What's some things we can expect to see out of you, man? It's the first time coming to fight for Peak, you know, so we don't know a lot about you. So what's something they can look forward to seeing out of you?
Just someone that's ready, someone that's prepared. I make sure every single detail is intact. I'm a dog out there. I don't need to use it sometimes, but if I need to use it, I got it. And I know he's a dog, and we're gonna have a good fight.
Nice. I like that.
Exciting.
Well said. Yeah, so usually you have some very exciting fights, whether you're on the receiving end or the giving end. They're always exciting. So do you plan on us seeing the same thing tomorrow night?
Yeah, that's just extreme e-belt, baby. That's what we do. We go forward, we find fight, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the finish, whether it's first round, second round, third round, first minute, last minute. I'm always going for it. So that's just how we fight. You can expect that every single time I'm in that cage.
Nice. Tash, we haven't seen you, but I've heard a lot of great things about you. Does the pace of the fight, do you have any prediction on how that might go, or you could tell us something?
I'm just going out there to put out the most malicious techniques I know, and I'm looking to finish him. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Thank you for the opportunity, guys, but it's gonna be a massacre out there. I know he's gonna come out there, he's best, he better, because I'm gonna come out there my best, and may the best man win.
Love it.
I love it. All right. I think that's it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Tashan Moodley, Caleb Ebel. It's going down tomorrow night. Thank you, boys. Up next, we got Cameron Miller and Colton Loud. 2 peak vets, if you will. This is an interesting fight. I'm excited for this one. This is probably definitely one of my top 3 fights of the night. I'm very excited for this fight. You have 2 very talented young men with a lot on the line. You know, we'll start with you, Colton. You know, you had your first loss. A lot of people were wondering how that would affect you. We talked a little bit about this on the live, and you said you think it was good for you. Think you've grown since then and all that. You're ready to come back, and you say we're going to see a new Colton Loud tomorrow. Tell me a little bit about where your mind's at with this fight.
Yeah, you know, that last fight, it didn't go my way, but honestly, there was so much leading up to that, and, you know, I went in that fight with a bunch of injuries. I really shouldn't have fought that night, but, you know, I let the ego get the best of me and made a dumb judgment call, and, you know, I paid for it. But that's what this is, you know. It's really hard to stay undefeated in this game, and honestly, it really didn't affect me much because I know what would happen if I showed up healthy. You know, he got me that night. Every dog has his day, and, you know, I'm ready for this one.
For sure. And Mr. Miller, this is your first fight, I believe you said, back in 5 years. So, I mean, have you been training this whole time, just preparing for this comeback? Are we looking to see a whole different fighter than we've seen before?
Yeah, it's been about 5 years since I did last fight, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the matchup, and I've been training consistently throughout. I just had to take some time off for myself. I'm going through some injuries and, you know, personal things with family, but like I say, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited for the matchup with Colton. He's one of the, you know, top-ranked flyweights in the U.S. right now, so, you know, I'm not taking him lightly at all, but I do pride myself on always facing the best. I've always faced, you know, some of the top-ranked guys in the U.S. too. This is no different. I could have easily tried to do a tune-up fight, but I wanted Colton too, so, you know, I'm excited. So let's see what happens tomorrow.
Go ahead. Colton, so you have a tendency to, you know, be good everywhere, as a lot of people would say. You tend to finish people brutally standing up. Your ground game's usually on par, like phenomenal. What can we expect to see out of you tomorrow without giving us too much detail? Like what can the fans expect for Colton's return? Like what can we see out of you?
Man, you just said it. I come out and I try to finish everyone in brutal fashion. My main goal is to hurt you. Everything I throw is to hurt you. Everything I throw is to put you out. I'm very well-rounded. I mean, I'm good wherever this fight goes, man. I've been really working on my wrestling up in the Midwest. Anyone knows about wrestling in the Midwest, they know it's the real deal. I'm ready, man. Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm gonna crush this guy.
So Cameron, your last fight was a guy that went on to the UFC. I mean, you looked really good until it didn't go your way. You know, everyone knows you're a really crisp striker, and you also do have some ground skills. Also, a lot of people don't talk about, but you actually do have ground skills. What can the fans expect to see from you tomorrow?
I mean, they can just expect to see an exciting fight. I'm bringing the fight to him too. You know, a lot of my finishes also, they come in the first round in brutal fashion as well. So I hope he does try to stand and strike with me. If he does, I think it'll be a quick night for me, you know, putting him out. But again, it's a fight. You know, talk is cheap. End of the day, we're gonna fight, and we'll find out tomorrow.
I agree. I like it. Well, thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you at the weigh-ins.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Colton Loud, Cameron Miller. Like I said, I'm excited for that one, man. That's a good fight. So next up, we got Joe Saucedo and Brandon Meneses. These boys are going bare knuckle. They're taking the gloves off. This is going to be the first bare knuckle fight of the night. They're starting us off. Featherweight bout, no gloves. It's about to go down tomorrow night. How are you feeling, Brandon? You come off this last fight, 1-0 already. You know, you've already had experience in the Pete Cage bare knuckle. I mean, what do we expect to see tomorrow out of you?
You just expect fireworks. It's going to be a good show. He's a dog. I'm prepared for him to come out ready to fight a hard fight and, you know, just go out there and do what I do. You know, throw angles, do everything I can to get that dominant finish.
And, Joe, you've had a ton of fights, man. You're no stranger to the cage or combat sports for that matter. And I could be mistaken, but I believe this is your bare knuckle debut.
That's my second one.
Your second one. Okay, so you've had experience with bare knuckle as well. How do you feel coming and doing this in the Pete Cage?
I'm excited. I love the fact that you guys brought bare knuckle into the promotion because I love fighting for you guys and the way you guys run things. So it's a great platform to showcase that. And like Brandon said, I'm a dog, he's a dog, and I think it's gonna be some fireworks, man.
Absolutely. Brandon, what's some things we can expect out of you without giving away too much of your game plan? Are you looking to get this thing going quick? Or are you going to kind of fill it out a little bit and see where it goes?
I always like to dictate the pace anytime I'm fighting. So, yeah, I expect fireworks round 1, 2, and 3. And if it gets past that, we'll go from there. But, you know, at the end of the day, I know Joe, you know, he has a good background and you know, history in martial arts in general. So I know he's a dog and he's able to go all 5 rounds and he's a tough SOB. So, you know, I'm just going to have to go in there and do what I can and be something that he's never seen before, you know, and I think that's how I'm going to put him down is, you know, being something that he's never even competed against, which is just another level. So that's what I'm going to try and do there.
And for you, Joe, do you think that you're going to be able to come out and kind of dictate the pace like he's wanting to do? It seems like you guys might meet in the middle and just kind of stand and trade. Is that something you're looking to do?
I mean, that's always, it always just naturally happens the way I fight. I mean, it's never something that I plan to do, but I mean, it's just the way it happens, man. Like I got a lot of respect for him in this, as he brings it, and I got excited when you guys offered me this fight. So it's funny because the last fight card you guys had in Lake Charles, I had talked to Jonny about going up there to train with these guys, and then you offered this fight like 2 weeks later, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess we gotta get this out the way first, and we can handle that later.
Well, here we go. I mean,
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, there's really not much explanation needed for this fight. I mean, it's bare knuckle. It's wild. They're 2 wild men about to step in there and go crazy. So that is what it is.
It is. And Brandon, like we talked a little bit earlier, you said you're going to possibly come back to some MMA, maybe some Muay Thai. So it's not just bare knuckle for you, but tomorrow night it is. But in your future, in your short-term goals, like do you plan on doing bare knuckle for a little while, or are you going back to MMA right after?
Yeah, right now I'm dealing with some little nagging injuries I'm trying to get over the hump on. So as of right now, bare knuckles is what I'm doing until I'm able to further that process of recovery and things like that. But yeah, man, I feel good doing bare knuckle. I feel like I can should be a BKFC world champion, or you know, in whatever division, just a world champion at my division. So I have complete faith that I'm the best in the world at bare knuckle at 145 or 35. I'm down for whatever weight class. So.
And what do you think, Joe? Are you ready to do some bare knuckle? We sticking only bare knuckle from here on out? Is that what we can see in the future from you, or are you going to go back to some MMA after?
I've pretty much focused on bare knuckle. I mean, I'm not ruling out MMA. If you guys throw an interesting fight at me, then I'll sign that dotted line. You know, I just don't want to, you know, everybody knows I'm no stranger to, like, you know, I don't like to wrestle much. So, I mean, I can wrestle, but I would rather just fight someone that's willing to exchange with me. And, I mean, I'll even throw 4 ounce Muay Thai out there, you know. I mean, I'm excited to see, you know, Cody go out there and scrap. You know, it's going to be an exciting fight. So, I mean, I keep my eyes on that stuff, too. So,
absolutely.
Nice, guys. I appreciate it, guys. We'll see you in a little bit.
Sure. It's Brandon Meneses and Joe Saucedo.
Wow.
Up next, we got Logan Spirer and Cody Williams.
Are we skipping fights?
Skip one? Oh, I'll go back to it.
Luis can't read.
I'm sorry, Stanley. Cody Williams, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
Why did you pick me?
Looking sharp, man. I like the fit you got going on.
Appreciate you.
What up, not Stanley.
Logan. Now he's reading backwards.
I am reading backwards.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good to see you again. On your mic. All right, Cody, man.
Hello,
How you
everybody.
feeling, man?
Good evening.
Logan, tell us your last name real quick.
Spirer.
All right. How are you feeling, Cody? We're glad to have you back with us on another Muay Thai fight. You're fighting for the title this time. How does that feel?
First, I want to appreciate Logan stepping in on late notice. The original opponent just didn't work out. But, you know, title on the line, that's always important, regardless of the rule set or the makeup of the fight. So, you know, I was trained really hard for this. Was a tough camp, and there was a lot put into it. So when the original opponent fell out, I think Jonny could probably tell you that I was pretty upset. So it was honoring of him to step in.
And Logan, how do you feel coming into this fight to fight someone that's been in the game for so long and done, you know, is known for just like some dog fights, like Cody Williams? How does that feel to come to fight someone like that?
How does it feel for y'all?
Now, what's your mindset like? What is your mindset like fighting someone that's been in the game so long and they've done, Cody Williams, every one of his fights are always just go from start to finish. So, like, kind of what's your mindset like going into this fight?
I really haven't thought about it too much. I train really often, so I think that'll carry on into it just fine.
I got you.
Yeah. I don't really overthink it too much. It's gonna do what it does.
That's right. Just train, ready for the fight. We're glad to have you.
Yeah, I mean, like, the story's written, and, I kind of watch some of your stuff, I understand your mindset, and I respect that, I respect that too. But at the end of the day, when the cage doors closes, handle business.
And Cody, that last fight that you had was so wild from the start to finish. It was just fast-paced, just honey badger action, nonstop. Is that something we can expect to see out of you this go around, or are you going to take a little bit different style and kind of feel him out a little bit, or are you just going to come straight for it?
I think at this point, with the fights and the footage that I put out there, 'cause I don't try to pull my footage down, for it to keep it hidden. So, people know what kind of fight they're going to get from me. You'll still get that same intensity. I think there's going to be some new things that you'll see that will be appreciated that I've implemented over the last 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm extremely excited to get out there and perform. And that's been the main thing these last 2 fights. After that 8-year layoff, coming back, just not being attached to the outcome, being more focused on myself, the performance, and as long as I'm going out there and performing at a high level, and things are clean and improving, I'm going to keep doing this. And it's nice to go into a gym and be an inspiration for the younger fighters and for the kids, and I'm blessed with my health, and so this is something that I thoroughly enjoy and I'm passionate about. Sorry, Mom, I know you hate it, but at some point where your God-given abilities and your passion cross, you kind of find your purpose. And so that's where we're at today.
That's great. I like that. Man, how would you describe your fighting style to someone who's never watched you? What can the fans expect to see tomorrow out of you?
Oh, well, I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna give it away. You have to come and see.
All right.
I like it.
Keep y'all tuned in.
I like that.
Right.
Mr. Chad.
It could change a lot from moment to moment.
Situation, right?
Exciting.
Exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Water.
Featherweight titles on the line tomorrow night, gentlemen. Who are you guys fighting for? Is anybody at home or in your camp that you really want to recognize for tomorrow night? And then what are your plans should you win the belt?
Go ahead, Luke. You can go. You have anyone back?
Win, lose, or draw, me and my girls are going to Disneyland. Seriously. They've never been on a flight, and I didn't get to go to Disneyland as a kid, so that's something that Dad is putting in place for them. It would be great to do it with the belt, but again, not attached to the outcome. In the event, of course, we're fighting to win, and we expect to win. We don't expect to lose, but they'll get the lunch with Dad there and the belt and all that.
So you are taking the belt with you to Disneyland. That's what I heard, if you win.
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. All right, just checking.
As far as who I'm fighting for, I think I'm fighting for me, finally. Not fighting for the fans. I'm not fighting for anyone outside of myself. But I do want to appreciate and acknowledge everyone at Revive MMA, team, coaches, parents of the kids there. It's a great environment, and it's if y'all thought the last one was good, you're really gonna want to tune in and see this one.
Logan, same question for you if you want to tackle it.
To be real, I needed some money, so
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude.
that's what this is. I don't look at it any other way.
You get paid twice if you win.
So, yeah, I need some money, man. I got some things I need to take care of as well with my well-being. So, if I don't want to tell my whole life story here because I don't think y'all have the time for that, but Yeah, I would like to take the money like I did last time and take 2 weeks away from everything. Go sit in the woods like a wild man and really just zone in.
Right on. Best of luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Logan Spire and Cody Williams. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, up next, we're going with Stanley Dorsonville and Jonny Smith. The ticket. Huh? The ticket. All right, this is going down tomorrow at lightweight mixed martial arts, 155. It's going down, boys. All right, Jonny. How you feeling, Jonny? You got a lot of eyes on this fight. 5-1, interesting prospects. Thinks this is an interesting fight to watch. What do you got to say about that?
I think it's gonna be a good fight. Nah, I mean, I think it was a good match. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to throw my hands with him, kind of working some stand up more. I've watched this film probably 40 times. My girlfriend's exhausted of watching it, but. Yeah, no, he has a fun fight style. I know he's going to bring the pressure, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see which one of us backs up, and whoever backs up, I think it's going to be the bad night for that guy.
Stanley, you're 3-0, if I'm correct, and this is your first time fighting with Peak Fighting. What's your experience been like so far?
You guys are good. You take good care of me. I'm excited. You guys got me a fight. It's hard to find fights for me, especially the way my career has gone so far, but the moment I saw Jonny, I was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be a barn burner, and I knew you guys would take good care of it. You'll set it up nicely, and I think it's going to be heat.
Nice. Jonny, you got a lot riding on this fight, sort of, I would say. It's a big fight in your career, and it's a tough-ass opponent. I mean, for real. How do you feel fighting someone of his caliber at your stage in your career, and what does a win do for you tomorrow night?
I mean, I'm kind of old, 31, so I really don't have much time to be fucking up. So I gotta win. But yeah, no, there is a lot on this fight for me. I can't take an L on this one. So it was time. I needed to. I already fought a couple tough guys. Beginning of the career, not so much. I don't hide it. I'm excited about it. That's all I can really say.
Stanley, kind of same thing for you, man. You got a perfect record. You're fighting a tough dude with a good record. It's probably not detrimental if you do, something bad happens tomorrow night. But what does this do for you in your career, fighting a 5-1, going to 4-0? What does it do for you?
It does everything for me. This is how I express myself. This is the only place where I feel right, going in there fighting with a tougher guy. And I don't like easy fights, If I go out there and smoke the dude, it's no fun. And I know Jonny's going to be a tough fight. I've been watching his film nonstop. I know he's dangerous. So some people in my circle have been saying, it's not that bad. Nah, this guy's one of the most nasty people I've ever seen. And he's a dog. That's the main thing. I know he's going to dog me out. He's going to try to drag me into deep water. And shit, I can't swim, but I'll learn.
Shit. I love it. Oh, God. All right, anything else, Luis?
Man, do you guys have any closing statements? Jonny, you have anything to say? Well, I think we got a question coming in for MC Chad.
I do have a question, gentlemen. So you guys are listed, Stan, you're listed as a Taekwondo fighter, and Jonny, you're listed as a karate fighter. Should we expect to see more traditional techniques? Obviously, there's a lot of cross-training that goes in to MMA, as we all know, but should we expect some more traditional techniques from you guys?
I trained karate for a month when I was a child.
Amazing.
But,
should we update that for you, sir?
No, I put it on purpose because the last fight, they messed up my nickname. They messed up my name, and they called me a karate fighter, so I was like, fuck it, we're going to run with it.
Awesome.
So,
okay,
yeah.
at least
That's
we know
awesome.
that now. They messed up your nickname?
I thought it was true.
It's the ticket Jonny Smith is wrong. It's Jonny the Ticket Smith, and the ticket Jonny Smith sounds terrible.
It's ridiculous. We will talk to that ring announcer for you and make sure they do their job.
It was not.
Next time.
You're being the ring
I know
announcer?
it wasn't me.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was. It was someone. Yeah, never mind.
I actually
Never
DM'd him after the fight and was like, because I was being a little disrespectful because he messed up my name, and I was like, hey man.
That's fair. That's fair of you to do that.
Yeah, but I was like,
he's important.
he was good ringing out. He just, it happens. I wasn't mad about it.
I got you.
I didn't want to be disrespectful.
Same question for you, my friend.
I trained Taekwondo for a month when I was a kid too.
You just put it down too?
Shit.
Fuck it, bro.
Great.
Best answers possible. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
I
Johnny's
love that.
stealing my water.
That's awesome.
See you guys in a second.
See you boys in a minute. All right. Up next, we got Roderick Stewart and Brandon Shavers. This is a barn burner. This is some big boys. They're fighting at 180, bare knuckle. It's going to be crazy.
It's wild.
Roderick Stewart approaching the stage. Tony Stewart? That's Tony. No, that's Tony Stewart. I know. What's up, bro? I get it. I love it, bro. The Tony Stewart, I love it. All right, so how are you feeling coming into this, man? Little bit rough weight cut this morning. You talk a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit what was going on there.
Just time, just driving 7 hours, and the time to get here at 11. I mean, I was in the tub ready, but I don't know, just ran out of time, I feel like.
What do you think?
No,
about that,
I'm not thinking anything. I'm just listening. Listening to Roderick Stewart.
Man, how are you feeling? It's your first fight with Peak. What can we expect to see out of you tomorrow night?
High-paced fight. I'm going in there to put on a show for the fans. That's it.
Did you have any problem with the weight cut this morning? You seemed like you were completely fine with the outcome of his weight cut, and you wanted to fight no matter what. So that's not an issue for you. Is the weight?
No, man. Weight don't matter to me. Hey, if you ever run up on somebody that's 10 times bigger than you in the street, you got to be able to defend yourself. So that's the way I look at it.
I don't know if there's many people 3 times bigger than any of you guys, but you know, it's going to be a crazy fight. 2 big boys taking the gloves off. Roger, what are your thoughts on it? You've taken some crazy fights, bro. This is a more normal fight for you. How are you feeling to have like a more normal fight?
Fuck it. It's another day of some shit that I do every day, regardless. So, fuck it.
Mr. Shavers, what can fans at Peak Fighting expect to see out of you tomorrow? You know, all the people tuning in, what can they expect to see out of you that they might not know?
They know everything. If you go back and watch my fights, you know how I fight in bare knuckle. I'm coming straight forward and I'm looking for the finish.
Hell yeah. It's going to be 2 long-ass limbs in that bitch scratching for sure. We're going to be in this bitch throwing them out. It's going to be lit. I promise you that.
Roger, do you have a prediction for us? Because
long-ass limbs flying back and forth that bitch. You seen them cartoons where they're fucking...
Just a dust cloud?
The dust cloud. We be some scratching motherfuckers in there. I promise you that, for real.
Brandon, can you give us a prediction, a normal prediction, somewhat?
I'm going in there to look for the finish, just like I always do.
I like it.
Same.
It's an exciting fight for real. Like I said to those other 2, it's bare knuckle. It's 2 big dudes, and bad shit's probably gonna happen.
Oh yeah. So that's exciting. Do you guys have any closing statements? Anything you'd like to say to one another while we're up here?
I'm just ready to fight.
We just in here doing some shit that we do anyway, so you know, it is another day.
Oh yeah, well.
That was quick.
You got anything for them?
No, man, they're just ready to fight.
They're ready to fight.
Yeah,
I mean, there's not much to
so.
say here. These boys, big boys, taking the gloves off tomorrow, and it's going down tomorrow night. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, let's see.
That was
funny. All right, up next we got Jeff Craig and Evan Cutts going down for the Welterweight Championship tomorrow night. 5 rounds. Will Evan Cutts bring the title back, or will the up-and-coming Jeff Craig be taking it back to California? That's the question everybody really wants to know. This is in the top 3 of my favorite fights of the night, so I'm excited for this one.
I am too.
I'm sorry you got to go back to California.
He's in Orange County, so it's okay. They're actually really
that's cool.
Actually,
That's cool.
Orange County's way better, bro. But I do live in Torrance, which is South LA, so.
Really?
Yeah, bro, it's trash.
I
No,
like
it's
Orange
not cool.
County. I like Orange County.
Orange County's cool. Everything outside of it's not that cool.
Jeff Craig, how do you feel, man? You're fighting the legend of the sport, man. This guy's an OG. He's done it all. He's had a bunch of fights, and he's the reigning champion. He just beat Brian Foster. I mean, what is your mindset like coming into this? This is a big fight for you, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot riding on this one for you.
I watched a lot of cops on YouTube for this. like, like cops and robbers and shit. So good. I feel good. I had a good camp. Yeah, just from,
Got you.
I don't know. I go through like these waves of like, when you get on something for a little while, like mine was cops this time. Each camp is something new. That's all I got, man.
I thought you were leading into something.
I've been watching I
like
Pawn
YouTube.
Stars or whatever. Not Pawn Stars. I've been watching just weird shit. I get it.
What?
I don't remember. It's like the Detroit Pawn Shop. I forget what it's called.
Pawn Stars.
No, that's not Pawn Stars.
I don't know. Evan Cutts, man, you look great. You always dress up for these events. You're the reigning and defending welterweight champion. What's next for you? Say you retain this title. What's next for Evan Cutts, short term?
We'll see. Short term, the Ultimate Fighter looks attractive. Until I was cutting weight this morning, I was like, "Holy shit! I got to do this 3 times, 4 times in 6 weeks," which I've done before. I did a Bellator's version of the Ultimate Fighter. I did Bellator Fight Master back in 2013, but I was also younger and smaller. Then we had a 13-week weight camp fight camp for this. And for me, when I'm in fight camp, my weight actually goes up, man. I start eating more. I start lifting more. And I got a little bit probably heavier, like muscle-wise, than I want to be. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram, but I'm looking strong. But no, I feel good about this fight. I want to win this fight. I want to turn my application in and then see where it goes from there, man. My goal is to fight at the highest level I can so I can coach at the highest level I can.
Yeah, I love that. If you hang around Peak a little longer, is there any chance that we might see you go up to like maybe 185, or are you sticking around the 170 mark?
No, those are some big boys. I'm sticking at 170. Maybe get with a nutritionist. It's hard because you want to add strength, which means you add muscle, which means you add weight. So there's going to be a trade-off there. But I did something. I think I counted 22 Shark Tanks this camp. I was getting Shark Tank twice a week, doing six 5-minute rounds with having fresh guys. Coming in about every minute or 2 minutes, depending on what we were trying to accomplish during that Shark Tank. After that, I was doing 2 more 5-minute rounds of grappling, just trying to sub my guy as much as I could. This is the fight that I feel like I best prepared for. I had the longest amount of time to prepare. I had some really great coaching over me. I got Johnny Bedford, and then I got another guy, Joseph Rodriguez, who has really improved my striking a lot. I feel like the power difference between me and 2-3 years ago is completely different in my hands. So, I just feel excited. You get that feeling where, you're sitting around in the back and like I'm trying to fall asleep, but when I do fall asleep, man, I see it in my dreams. I see dropping people with these hands.
I love that. And just so you know, I have seen improvements in your striking. I remember you saying that in your post-fight interview that you got that another striking coach you've been working with for the Brian Foster fight. And there is noticeable improvements in your striking. So I love that about you. I love that we're seeing a better version of Evan Cutts because he was already good. So that's great. And Jeff Craig, man, like I said, this is a big fight for you, dog. What are you thinking, bro? Other than the cops, what can we see in the cage from Jeff Craig from nobody that's ever seen you fight before?
I'm gonna throw some punches, some kicks.
You see any flying knee action? You think we'll see any of that crazy Jeff Craig style?
Bro, I gotta stop that shit. I fucking keep throwing it as soon as the fight starts, and it fucking ruins everything. No setup, no nothing. I gotta quit that shit. Bro, fuck, I fell in love with it, What was the question?
I was asking if you think we'll see any of that, but I think you answered it with saying.
We'll see. I don't know. I say I'm not gonna throw it, and then next thing you know, we're 30 seconds in, and I'm like, I see it. I didn't see it. So.
Actually, he's done that a couple times.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Fuck. I threw it my first fight, and it landed, and it felt so cool. I thought I looked sick.
It did.
And then
I've seen it.
I was at 185 this last fight. And I was like, fuck, I bet I look sick on camera doing that. And then I was fatter than I thought I looked. So every time I did like a jump or something, my stomach made a sad face. And I was like, oh, I'm not an 85er.
Chad, what do you got, brother?
I almost don't want to say anything after that because how do you top that? That was amazing. But I did have a quick question about these guys. We talked about cutting weight before. Obviously, once you go past 155, those are 15-pound jumps. So other promotions are starting to introduce weight divisions in between. I guess it's more of a question for Jonny than anybody else. Are you guys looking at potentially doing that?
Not at the moment, no,
Okie
sir.
dokie.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty short answer then. Thank you guys and best of luck to you all night.
Thank you. What do you guys got to say? Any closing statements for you guys? What can we expect to see tomorrow night?
Be ready for a high pace. Be ready for a high pace, man. I don't take one step back. I might step sideways, but not back.
Planned on it, man. I know, bro. That's what I trained for, dude.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Evan
guys.
Cuts, Jeff Craig. It's going down tomorrow. All right. Well, I guess we're down to the main event of the night. We got Dakota Johnson and Juan Carlos De Leon. King Coda. El Corazon. Man, this is going down 155.
Wait 1 minute. Did y'all forget the fucking heater? Did y'all forget the fucking heater? Did we just cut weight today?
I agree.
Anybody else
I'm
holding
shaking.
this motherfucker?
We do have a tape measure. You guys talk about who has the bigger head. I don't know. It's looking like JC.
I got a big ass head, bro. I'm telling you.
Well,
I wasn't. I was a C-section baby.
Well, let's measure this motherfucker. Where is it at?
All right, so Dakota, man, how are you feeling? This is your first official bare knuckle fight. You know, I'm sure you've had plenty in your day, but this is your first one that's sanctioned bare knuckle fight. You're getting in there with a guy that's 2-0 for the title, 2 weight classes up. How are you feeling about this?
Well, it's kind of, spur of the moment. I was deer hunting. My last guy pulled out, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going hunting. I didn't hear shit from nobody, and then the opportunity presented itself. I'm not going to not fight somebody, you know what I mean? In the streets, I fight anybody any size. Anybody in these stands want to talk shit to me, we would fight at a gas station. If you talk shit, that's just the way it is, big or small. I beat them all the fuck up.
Hell yeah. JC, how are you feeling, man? You had an opponent lined out with David Bosnick originally. That fell off. And you got Dakota Johnson in here. Do you like this fight better than the Bosnick one? If so, why is that?
Well, first off, I want to give thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me the ability to do this. I want to give thanks to Jonny Ross and Peak Fighting for giving me the opportunity to fight for the belt. And I just want to express my respect to King Kong Coda for taking this fight, man. He's a gorilla and I'm a lion, so we're going to see who's the king of the jungle.
Hey, that's good. I like that.
I like it.
What can we expect to see out of you, man? We've seen your fights. You don't stop. I've literally seen your tongue cut in half, and you keep fighting. What can we expect to see out of you tomorrow night?
You seen Rocky Balboa fight that Russian? This motherfucker ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be there all night long, ass whooping city, but this right hand lands, it's going to be over.
What do you think, JC? You think you're going to sleep, or you think you're putting Dakota to sleep?
Diamonds are made under pressure, so you can apply the pressure to me, homeboy, and I'm going to show you I'm built different, so.
I think we might find out we're both built the same fucking way, and it's going to be two 18.
We got a high standard. We got all these guys talking about they're going to put up exciting fights, and I believe they are. So I just say listen to the Bee Gees tonight, Staying Alive, and so we can put up get that performance of the night, and Jonny Ross give us that bonus paycheck, bro.
We're going to get that bonus paycheck. It's without question. Every one of my fights, everybody sees what I do. It's fight of the night every night since I've been an amateur. It ain't going to be no different when it comes tomorrow night. So all these guys, I hate to break your heart, but y'all not going to outshow me. You won't. You don't have the mindset for it. You don't have the will set. I mean, I'm going to take the pain. I want the pain. I want the blood. Break my face. Break it, and I'll show you I'll still stand there and fight you.
What do you got, Jonny?
I'm just going to keep giving him a lot of knuckle sandwiches until he gets full. He's going to keep eating knuckle sandwiches until he's full, so.
I smoke a lot of weed, so I'm a hungry motherfucker. I'll tell you that. I eat everything you got.
I can't. All right, guys, this is
let's talk about the fucking elephant in the room. How y'all just gonna, your main event. Nobody gonna fucking say nothing before right now when we walked in here?
We thought we were gonna be co-main, but I'm blessed to take this, man. It's just gonna be fun.
We ain't gonna watch John Jones now. I'm gonna be fucking getting stitches or some shit while he's fine.
We'll bring a phone to you.
We'll bring a fucking TV. A TV. I need to see.
You'll be fine. You'll be good. Well, we appreciate you guys being our main event. We think it's going to be a super exciting fight, obviously, so that's why we did it, and we'll see what happens.
You guys got anything you'd like to say to each other before we wrap this up?
I respect you, Coda, and I'm not underestimating you. If anything, I'm overestimating you, and let's put up a good fight for the fans.
Yes, sir. I respect the shit out of you too, and I know what you bring to the table. So I'm gonna have to eat some hard punches, and that's just all there is to it. You know what I mean? But I respect the shit out of you, and it's gonna be one hell of a night. And ain't nobody stealing the show from us. I guarantee you that.
Let's go.
It's going down tomorrow night, guys. Be sure to check out the early prelims on YouTube tomorrow, starting at 5 o'clock. We're kicking this off tomorrow night. We're about to hop into the ceremonial weigh-ins. Thank you, guys. We're about to hop right into it now.
Thank you.
All right, Johnny. Fuck you, Johnny.
Dakota Johnson and JC De Leon.
Okay.